All right, so we have a very interesting product here in studio. It's vegan mousse. And often vegans have been missing out on the fun and the action when it comes to quite a lot of recipes and options. And today we're bringing it all back with a sugar-free vegan mousse option.
Well, I think this is nice. I think I'm just thinking dessert time.
Right.
I mean, if you're a vegan, you always feel left out. And also, if you don't necessarily have to be a vegan. What I like about this, it's a way of enjoying a treat without the sugar. You know, so we always worry about taking too much sugar, which robs us of our energy. So this is a very nice way of enjoying a sugar treat. This is a nice dessert without worrying about sugar, because this is all natural sugars, all natural fibers that have been put together to come up with the vegan mousse. And of course, we've got two flavors, the chocolate and the vanilla.
All right, so that's also very exciting that we're not just stuck with one, we have two. And mousse is often a very favorite dessert because it's so lightweight and very easy to make, isn't it?
I like that because it's much more, because that's my best alternative to pudding, because pudding tends to be much heavier. So this is a nicer way. I think if you're watching your weight and you just want to still be enjoying that sweet treat, we've got it right here in the form of Vita-Aid Vegan Mousse.
All right, so you said if we were watching our weight, this is the perfect thing to do.
This is the perfect way of doing it, because because the sweeteners that are in there, you've got stevia, you've got erythritol, which is a non-nutritive sweetener or sugar, natural sugar, so it does not add on to the calories like using your normal sugar.
All right, so you could have chocolate or vanilla flavored mousse here at TV Mall for just 90 Rand. So give us a call on 0861 000 173 or log on to tvmall.co.za. That's a 50% off the price over there. So it really is a great bargain for anybody who's looking to have these treats without the guilt of sugar. And sugar is actually the one thing we often run away from for several reasons.
Definitely. I think when you look at it, the most important being robbing you of energy, because if you add too much energy, then I've got unbalanced sugar levels. What then happens, you find yourself overeating and then picking up unnecessary weight because of that. So for me, this is a good way of enjoying the sweet. I am just like, okay, I'm happy but not that happy, because I kind of don't see this spoons, because I thought we were going to enjoy it right here in studio. Doesn't it look amazing? I mean,
really
look at that. I mean, it looks very amazing. That's chocolate and that's vanilla. Look at the oh, you've got a spoon.
I have spoons hiding.
Ooh, okay, all right, you were hiding them from me. So there we are. I think we're going to be enjoying it. I hope you're going to
I'll definitely interact with you on this one. But I also do want to ask, is this a good idea for diabetics?
When you look at diabetics, the sugars that have been used there, they do not affect the blood sugar levels. So that's a beauty, because when you look at sweeteners that are available on your shelves, they use erythritol, they use stevia, there is xylitol. In here, there is erythritol and stevia that they've used, so they can enjoy this. So for me, that's the bonus. In fact, if you look at it, for me, I always define health as eating like a diabetic.
Right.
You don't have to be a diabetic to live it. Once you look at how a diabetic eats, that's the best way, because they live on carbohydrates that are complex, and this is a nice way. So we've got vegan mousse, which they can also enjoy.
And I like how it says you've got 8 servings. So this packet may seem very small to you, but that's 8 times mousse for you. So you're able to get as much mousse as you want without any sugar to be worrying about. And it's vegan friendly, which makes it the perfect thing to have for a dinner party. So you're not going to need to ask anyone what their dietary requirements are, because it's as simple as whipping this up and you're safe with everybody.
I was just, as you were talking about 8 servings, I was just looking at, I'm thinking, what a serving, because that's 90 Rand. So just over 10 Rand a serving.
Right.
Where can you get something this delicious, this nice, for just over 10 Rand a serving?
Right, and with this much saving on your sugar levels as well.
Yes, so we're giving you high quality sugar treat, sweet treats without the sugar, with all the natural sugars, the natural fibers, at just over 10 Rand a serving.
It's really amazing. So Vita-Aid really comes through time and time again. So they're not an unfamiliar brand with us. They've been around with us for a while. So why should people trust Vita-Aid?
Well, when you look at it, it's about the choice of ingredients. I think when you look at it, they focus more on natural and making sure that if it's in a supplement form, you can absorb it and then you can utilize it. So I think everything that has been put together by Vita-Aid has been carefully looked into, and most of the ingredients that they actually use are patented. So they deal with companies that have done the research, and then they use those ingredients to make sure that they've got powerful, potent, and effective supplements that they can offer to the rest of Africa.
All right, so when we're talking about mousse and we're talking about dessert, sugar's not the only thing we worry about. We worry about the levels of fat in a product.
Yes.
So how are we doing with this vegan
When
mousse?
you look at this, there is actually enough, because this is actually, when you look at it, you're using coconut.
Okay.
So this is coconut based. So that's a very nice way of, in fact, even if you're looking at people who are bunting, those are the other people that worry about what they're taking, because they worry about the sugars. So this is actually bunting friendly. If you're on a keto diet, this is the kind of mousse that you want to enjoy, because it's not offering you the fat, the too much of the sugars, and it's giving you the natural alternatives, so to speak.
All right, so do we have any idea how many calories are in a serving here?
The calories I didn't quite check. Let me, if I look at the container here and just check on this. Okay, there we are per serving. You are looking at 274.
Okay.
So if you look at 274 kilojoules, when you look at that in calories, if you divide by 4, that gives me just under, if it's like 28, that gives me 9.
Yeah.
So this is just under 90 calories per serving.
All right, so that's really amazing on the calorie count as well as the sugar and fat content. We're reducing everything here, but you're going to have all the pleasure when having your mousse. And as you can see, as the cameras scan over the dishes here in studio, the mousse that has been prepared for us, it's as airy as mousse. And that's what we love about it, isn't it?
Well, I think when you look at it, I think I just love the fact that I'm being given a choice. I'm just being given something that is lighter, that is just as fun, that everyone can enjoy, especially the kids, because I think when you look at it, we normally do limit the kids, because why? I'm touching on the kids in particular because when we give them too much sugar, they become hyperactive, and that becomes a disturbance. But not when you offer them choices like the vegan mousse, where there is no natural sugars that are like your glucose that tend to affect the way they behave. So this is a very good alternative, not only for children. When you look at elderly people start behaving like kids. I don't know if you knew that as you get older, you're actually getting to be like a child.
Right.
This is exactly what happens in life, that as you get older. So when you look at it, you now start, this is why what the kids enjoy is what actually the elderly people enjoy.
We really do.
So this is definitely a very good product. And this, when I look at it, is covering the whole family. That's what I like about this vegan mousse.
All right, and one thing that we often speak about in these health segments is the reality that many of us are pre-diabetic. So if we went and got tested, we'd find that we're pre-diabetic. So these are the cautionary things that we should be looking out for. These are the kinds of products that we should be investing in to make sure that we're not fixing the problem when it's too late, when the problem has already arrived.
I like that, because not only are we going in terms of, because I think with life, it's not supposed to be just strict. So Vita-Aid is giving you an opportunity to enjoy life. So you're still going to enjoy the dessert treat, but without the downside of the sugars that you normally get in the other alternatives that are on the market.
Okay, so Jumo, let's give this a taste. So I have the chocolate here and you've got the vanilla.
You go first.
And why does this feel like a trap? So it is very creamy in texture. And what do you need to make the mousse?
When you look at it, this is just, when you look at it, because already what you get there is the sugars, the fibers, the konjac fiber, the chicory that's already there, the cacao, which is already there, which makes the chocolate flavor. So all you would need then is just water and coconut flour when you're actually mixing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that becomes then the vegan alternative. But for those people who are not vegan and they still want to enjoy it, they can still go on and add milk. Because vegans don't add milk, but they can go on, if you're a vegetarian, you can go on and add your milk. You can go on and add your eggs if you want.
Okay.
But so it's quite flexible in the sense that it's covering the vegan market, number one, the vegetarian, and everyone else.
All right, so one thing I really do love about it is we're talking about chocolate and we're talking about cocoa, and it really does bring that out. So you have quite a chocolatey taste. How did your vanilla go?
Well, I love vanilla.
Okay.
I know you love chocolate. I was wondering why the chocolate was on your side. But anyway, when you look at it, the vanilla is actually so tasty. And you see, it's all natural flavors. And the sweetness is just almost, it's not exaggerated. So when you look, that's the beauty of using natural sweetness, because you don't get a sharp, sweet taste. And you can tell that as you are enjoying this, you do not get the highs that are associated with your normal sugar. So you don't get the rush. That's why after tasting, you don't feel this like, whew, I'm about to fly off, which is what you normally get when you taste anything that has got you sugars like your glucose and your sucrose, so they make you feel like, ooh, this is good. But the good that you are feeling is actually a temporarily deceiving feeling of actually feeling good. But this is quite real and natural. So this is enjoying it and getting to say, taste it and getting to say, this tastes good.
Right.
Without actually a deceiving feeling that comes with your natural or your normal sugars like glucose and sucrose.
All right, so here in studio, we actually went a step further and we didn't add water to the mousse. We had coconut milk in there. So it really does taste good. It's quite a flavorful mix that we have here. And the chocolate is going to deliver on that cocoa. I promise you that. And the vanilla is as smooth as Jumo promises. So this is a beautiful, light and fluffy vegan mousse from Vita-Aid that is sugar-free, and everybody should be investing in it. For just 90 Rand, you get 8 servings. At just over 10 Rand per serving, you can have yourself guilt-free mousse after dinner every evening for a week and a bit. Call us on 0861 000 173 or log on to tvmall.co.za and also experiment and have a little bit of fun, as we did, with coconut milk instead of water.
Definitely, I think that's the best way, and that makes it stay vegan because you are not using your milk, your dairy, and that's actually. And when I look at it, without all the other allergens that we add on, this becomes a very good, because you spoke about weight management earlier on. This becomes a nice friend for those who want to manage their weight, because there is no allergens that are added to this mousse.
And the reality of the situation is there is a tasty way to live healthily, and this is one thing that Vita-Aid is bringing to you with this vegan mousse. Available in vanilla and cocoa. You can have 0 fat and very low sugar as well. Well, no sugar rather. Very low levels of salt. And these are all the things we tend to run away from when we're selecting meals, especially in desserts. This is the Vita-Aid Vegan Mousse here at TV Mall. Make sure you call us and log on. For just 90 Rand, you can change the way you diet and have dessert for quite some time. From myself, Mutunta Benkele, and Jumo Piri here in studio, till we meet again. Bye-bye.